How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to go over a brand new PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC archery action-adventure game with a story-driven element to it as well. Very story-driven game here, but that game is called BLACKTAIL, and now we know that the game is going to be published by Focus Entertainment, and it's being developed by the Parasite. This is a pretty interesting game that has come on my radar very recently. I just saw the post about it with Focus Entertainment publishing the game, but I do want to go over some information regarding the game, and it does look quite good. Now, in Focus Entertainment's official press release, the game does note it will be published for consoles and PC. It doesn't specify whether or not it's going to be coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox Series. The game technically does look pretty good. And on the official BLACKTAIL website, the game specifically notes PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, but again, on the Focus Entertainment press release, it does note consoles and PC, so a little bit unclear. Definitely coming to PS5 and Xbox Series. The game technically does look fairly good. I wouldn't say it's the best PlayStation 5 game of all, looking game of all time, based on the visuals that we're seeing, but it's a pretty darn good-looking game, so it'll be interesting to see if it ultimately does be released on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But again, the official website does specifically note PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. Focus Entertainment's press release just notes console and PC. We don't have a release window, let's get that out of the way as well. I would imagine maybe late this year, early next year, sometime in that time frame, but that is purely speculation. So let's talk a little bit about BLACKTAIL. The game notes, become the Witch of the Woods in BLACKTAIL. Slavic myth comes to life in this surreal first-person action-adventure. Discover Yaga's story and guide her along the path to become either the fearsome guardian of the forest or the dark legend that haunts children's nightmare. And again, you create the myth of Baba Yaga by living out the origins of this classic Slavic folk story in BLACKTAIL, the first-person action-adventure game from the Parasite. Experience a one-of-a-kind blend of intense archery combat and dark storytelling set in a vibrant fairy tale world. Choose your path to become either the guardian of the woods or the terror nightmares are made of. I have to say, visually, the game does look quite good based on the screenshots and the bit of gameplay that we do have. I think, you know, you can kind of understand why this is noted as a next-generation game. Not gonna say it's the best looking game I've ever seen so far, but based on the little gameplay we have seen, I think it's a fairly good looking game. You play as Yaga, a 16-year-old girl accused of witchcraft and expelled from an early medieval Slavic settlement. When living memories of her past return as foul, walking spirits, Yaga is faced with no other option than to hunt them down in hopes of unraveling her own mystery. Follow a mysterious voice leading Yaga down the dark path to power and discover your own past along the way. Track down elusive spirits with the help of the Black Cat and engage in thrilling boss fights to awaken Yaga's missing memories. Relive memories to gather clues and solve the mystery of Yaga's lost friends in this 15-plus hour adventure. Harness your trusty bow and gauntlet to defeat the many enemies that haunt the wilds, craft arrows and potions, hunt wild game, and gather resources to survive the foreboding woods. Collect lost recipes from the ancient grimoire and brew elixirs in the cauldron to unlock skill upgrades and grow into the tales of legend. Transform your playstyle using powerful hexes and an enchanted broom, and find treasure and pieces of Slavic myths to learn more about your surroundings and history. Looks like they're going for something that does pay respect to the Slavic mythology, so that's pretty cool to see as well. BLACKTAIL's morality system changes your skills as you make story-defining decisions. That always gives me Infamous vibes, how you know, go either evil or good, and you unlock different skill sets along the way, so that's something I can definitely get behind. Choose your alliances and beliefs through fairy tale-driven side quests. Decide the fate of the land and its inhabitants. Be vengeful and manipulative, or honest and compassionate to the creatures of BLACKTAIL's fantastical forest. Dive beyond the surreal. Every memory is an artfully created 2.5D narrative episode, each a mind-bending vision of shedding light on Yaga's heart and soul, as well as her mysterious origin. So you see a little bit of this. So the majority of the game, it looks like it is going to be played in this first-person action-adventure archery game, but then also you see these memories being played out in these really cool 2.5D episodes that I think look fantastic, give me vibes like really high-quality downloadable titles, and I think those 2.5D episodes look fantastic from an artistic direction standpoint, so that has definitely won me over from that element. The first-person archery gameplay also looks quite good, and again, that's probably where the majority of the gameplay is going to come from, but those 2.5D episodes that they do note, that looks quite good, and probably a nice, you know, contrast to what the archery gameplay is like, so I'm liking what they're going for there. And then, as I mentioned, Focus did speak a little bit about publishing the game. They note, bringing worlds and stories to life, offering the possibility of shaping them and altering their outcomes. It is this blend of strong narrative decision and player freedom that immediately convinced us to work with the Parasite team. Sad tale or tragic fable, it's the player's actions through their moral choices that will determine the fate of the protagonist. They will shape how she evolves in the world. Healer or hunter, loving sister or avenger, the Parasite team accompanies players to the edge of BLACKTAIL, where they will live an adventure that swings between eerie and wondrous, exciting and thrilling, an experience that resonates perfectly with our ambitions at Focus. The Parasite CEO and creative director also added, making creative use of ageless narratives such as legends or fairy tales and forging them into fantastic realms to tell unique, original stories is our studio's foundation. We recognize video games as a full-fledged medium capable of delivering memorable events crowned with timeless messages. From the outset, BLACKTAIL mirrors that ambitious approach. I firmly believe our top-rated development talents, now combined with the international publishing prowess of Focus Entertainment, will broaden the Parasite's vision for pushing the envelope of interactive storytelling. Again, there was a batch of new screenshots that were dropped, and again, the game visually, and more so than visuals, I would say the art direction and the design choices that they picked for the game, while it is seemingly this dark fantasy game, I also have to say it's an incredibly vibrant game, as they noted, evocative and very colorful. So this is the kind of game that's right up my alley. It will be interesting what this game is priced at. I doubt it's going to be a $70 game. It might be a full $60 game. They do note a 15-hour experience, so I don't know if they would promote the idea of a 15-hour game if it was a full-price title, but from a visual standpoint, it looks great. Technically, I think it looks quite good, and this is a game that I imagine is going to go a little bit under the radar. You know, Focus publishes a lot of stuff that it does go a little bit under the radar. Your Aliens Fire Team, Elites of the World, Greedfall, Necromunda Hired Gun, Plague Tale Innocence is another game they publish, but they publish a lot of high-quality stuff that, yes, might go a little low-key, but if you're one of the, you know, if you're one of the more ardent consumers that follows what they're doing, they do some pretty good stuff, and they do publish quite a lot of interesting titles, and it looks like BLACKTAIL is going to be another one of those games. We'll see how it turns out. Again, at this stage of the game, without an official release window or release date, it's hard to get overly excited about it, but definitely keep this one on your radar. If you're on PC, you can add it to your wish list right now, but ultimately, the game will be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC, and I think it'll do pretty well. Who knows? Maybe it'll be an Xbox Game Pass title with the way Microsoft is acquiring these games, and Focus has worked with Microsoft in the past. Plague Tale Innocence, of course, on Game Pass, and Plague Tale Requiem will be on Game Pass, but no need to push the cart before the horse on that front. The game itself looks quite good, and I think it'll have a lot of interest for those that are aware about the game. I think that's got to be the main thing Focus has to do, just get the awareness out about the game, and hey, hopefully a video like this helps a little bit, because I think the game looks quite good, and I like what they're going for. But that is going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think about BLACKTAIL? Is this a game that seems to be up your alley? Sound off down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.